Oprah Winfrey has a lot of people pissed off because of some comments that she made recently about Whitney Houston. Now, recently, Oprah was doing a conference. Now, during the conference, she was speaking in front of a lot of people, and she gave a story about a time that, she met Whitney Houston, and during the time that she was supposed to be performing on the Oprah Winfrey show, she said that Whitney was high, fell out on stage, and they had to make sure nobody was, taking pictures, and the footage didn't get out there. And they had a lot of people wondering, like, why are you going out your way to tell this story now? You know what I'm saying? But Whitney not even here to defend herself. So what's the point?
We did the whole, hey girl, how you doing, greeting thing. And then I stopped the cameras and I went behind stage and I said, so tell me, what do you want? What do you want to happen here? And I'm going to tell you what I want to happen here. And that was one of the most powerful interviews. And do you all know this is an amazing thing that happened? I had such trust from the Oprah show audience that Whitney did, I think it was her last show with us, and she had gone back on drugs. The first interview I did with her when we'd gone behind stage and I asked her about her intention, she was clean. But the day she came to my show then to perform in front of the audience, she was not. And she fell off of the stage. And I knew that if that story got out that she'd fallen off of the stage, that she would be destroyed by that. And so even though the audience was there and the audience had cameras, I begged them not to put those pictures out because it would ruin her life, and they did not.
And what about...
That would not happen today, I can tell you.
Yeah. What about...
Now, if you listen to what Oprah's saying, like, what was the point of even going out your way to say this? You say that you made sure that nobody was taking pictures and that this incident didn't get out there. But now that Whitney not here to defend herself, Whitney can't even have a rebuttal to even say that this is true or not. Now you want to come out there and put the image out there that, Whitney was a professional, falling out. Everybody knows that Whitney did struggle with her drug addiction. That was something that was a known thing. Her, Bobby, they used to get down, have a good time. But that was something that was a known thing. Like, even if you've seen the pictures of Whitney when she passed away, how that bathroom looked, that was a tragic scene. And it was just a trickle effect. You could see there was a lot of trauma that she was dealing with. Sorry, not trying to ramble, but all in all, it has me wondering, like, what was the point of going out the way to even do this? If you was trying to protect her image so much when she was alive and here, was it because you want to stay in good graces of her or because you actually cared about her? But now that she's dead and gone, now you want to come out here and make this story and just, put it out there. Whitney can't even say if it's true or not. And it has a lot of people upset. Monique is upset about this. Hot Boy Turk is upset about this as well. Hot Boy Turk has some things to say about this as well because he's saying the same thing that I was wondering. Like, what's your point of going out of your way to make this statement now? When she was alive, you was doing everything to make sure that this didn't get out there. Are you compromised or what is it?
Now, when she said that, I say, damn, Oprah must be her turn.
Yeah.
And as a black person, every time something come out of somebody's mouth and they say things to take another black person down who's a legacy artist,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like your turn have came where you have to do something in the public that's either humiliating or humiliating somebody else that got status, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what Oprah did, because if that happened on your show and you told the people on your show don't put that footage out, that means you cared enough about Whitney Houston when she was alive. Yeah. Why wait till she died years later and bring that shit up? If you told other people don't put it out, what was the reason for you telling other people don't put it out then?
Now, honestly, I agree with Turk on this point, because what was the point of going out your way to even do this? You literally said that you going out your way to protect her image while she was alive and here. You want to make sure the footage didn't get out there. You want to make sure nobody was going out there making them statements to letting it be known what happened on your stage. But now that she's dead and gone, now you want to go and make these comments. Now you want to make these statements. I mean, is it her turn? Is it Oprah's turn to go out here and just try to embarrass one of our people? Because everybody already knew that Whitney had a struggling drug addiction problem. That was something that's already known. But to go out of your way to make these statements now, I was like, what was the point? What's the point at all? Somebody else that had something to say about the comments that Oprah had to say about this was Monique. Y'all know Monique don't hold her tongue about nothing. If she got a problem with something, she gonna speak on it, because a lot of people act like they be scared and tiptoe around, like, when it comes to things that Oprah got going on. But Monique pretty much let it be known, like, bro, like, nah, she wrong for that. What was the point of speaking on that woman, Whitney, when she not here to even try to defend herself?
Before I let you go, what is one question you're surprised that nobody asked you?
That's a good one, baby. What's the one question you would like to ask me that no one has asked me?
That's an even better one. Now, how you gonna hit me back with you know?
Because I don't know the questions. I don't know what you want an answer to.
What is a secret conversation you have had on the side with somebody in the industry that you have never told, but it will make an impact on the industry? It would shake a table.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good question.
Baby, if I tell you who I had the secret conversation with, it's gonna shake the table.
Yeah, you asked me. You asked me what I want. I would love to know.
Jesse Jackson.
Okay.
That's it.
What
At shake the table.
Shake the table.
Because our brother's no longer with us.
Yeah.
And it would be unfair. So you gotta play fair. Because I will not speak of a person about any conversation, about any incidents, about anything that they cannot say yes or no to. Because when you do that, that becomes unfair to the baby. Because they don't have they can't say, well, yes, that happened or that didn't happen. But I'll just say, you know, brother Jesse Jackson. And it wasn't a bad thing. It was just brother Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, Oprah actually recently talked about Whitney Houston in an interview. Oh, that's why you said, okay, well, there's that. She said that Whitney, you know, kind of passed out and might have alluded to maybe.
Didn't Oprah fall on stage?
Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times. Wrong shoes.
I don't know, I ain't seen it.
And we didn't see how she tripped, nothing. She just went down. We saw that. We saw her. She was walking and bam. And everybody was like, well, she said the shoes. Okay. Well, what was wrong? So, and as we're laughing about it and making light of it, just for me, how do you speak about someone that can't defend it? That, just in my humble opinion, it takes it different. Because that woman can't say yes or no. And now you just want everybody to take your word because you're the great Oprah Winfrey. And you just take my word that that's what happened. That, I believe, is unfair.
But I mean, honestly, Monique has every right to feel how she feels. Honestly, she was probably a fan of Whitney. She probably has some type of personal connection with Whitney. And I mean, even if she don't got a personal connection, she has the right to speak about how she feel about Oprah going out of her way to even just try to make that statement about Whitney. Now, I'm not trying to say that Oprah's a bad woman. I'm not trying to say that she's a bad person, because I personally don't got no type of, you know what I'm saying, I don't got nobody in this battle. I'm not really like the biggest Whitney fan either. So I'm pretty young to the people that probably are fans of Whitney. I know there's a lot of good songs. Y'all don't want to hear me sing. If I got to sing on here for y'all, I'm going to have to sell tickets. So, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to have to charge y'all for that. But I'm not really the biggest fan. I'm also not the biggest fan of Oprah. But I understand that, you know what I'm saying, people got to pick and choose their battles. But I feel like maybe she shouldn't have spoke about this, because a lot of people do care about Whitney, and also just the moral standpoint of why you speaking on somebody that's not even here to defend themselves. I don't know, man. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Listen, y'all, we almost at 4,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate y'all watching. If you watching right now, go ahead, hit that like button for your boy. When you hit that like button, it's gonna be a hype button that pop up right there as well. Go ahead and smash that also. That's how you help small creators like me get into the algorithm. Until next time, I'm gonna catch y'all next episode. Peace. And we out.